We're taking a look at Lenovo's new ThinkPad X1 Carbon. It's an update to last year's model and it's thinner and lighter. Now it's just 17mm thick. If we close that down, you'll be able to see very nicely. And the finish itself has actually changed. It's a bit difficult to see in the daylight, but comparing it to the older model, it's now a new softer finish. Apparently this is what Lenovo is going to be using in all of its Haswell devices going forward. Now, like I said, it feels really light. So I'm holding it in two hands now. It's only 2.8 pounds, so it's pretty damn light. And if we whiz around and tour the ports, this first one up here is actually a one-link. Now this is Lenovo's proprietary linking port, and half of it actually acts as the power connector, while the other half connects to Lenovo's one-link docks. There's a one-link and a one-link Pro, and obviously that helps you augment the laptop to connect it to multiple screens and several USB devices at once. Don't worry if you have a USB device you're going to use though, because there are obviously USB ports built into the thing. Next to that you now have a full-size HDMI port, an upgrade from last year's model, as well as a mini display port, and next to that USB port. Flip it around to that other edge and you have yet another USB port, security link there, and extraction fan there to keep everything running nice and smooth. Inside, like we said previously, you'll get a Core i7 Haswell processor, and that's bumping the battery life up to around 9 hours, which is very good for a thin model like this. Alongside that, you also have a full IPS display. This is WQHD, and if you know your acronyms, that's a 2560 by 1440 pixels. And if we just tour it around there, you can see it's very bright, it's very crisp, and there's some decent viewing angles going on there as well. Now what's changed in the new ThinkPad X1 Carbon is the keyboard, and that might make a few of our readers nervous, but don't worry, the keys themselves are still physical, they still have a good give to them, and the setup is what you expect. However, there is one upgrade that we'd like to point out here, and that's this top row here. This is a new adaptive keyboard row, and there's a function key in the top left corner here, and that will actually cycle through several built-in templates for that top row. Now, it'll also auto-load up when you boot up certain apps. So if you upload, say, Skype, you're going to get a selection of buttons for the settings and the features that Skype offers. The same with media players, galleries, web browsers, things like that. Now, they're set in stone, so although, as you can see, we cycle through a few here, they are fixed, so you won't be able to adapt it too much to your taste, although you will be able to shuffle around some of the keys. The new ThinkPad X1 Carbon also comes with new gesture features as well. Now these are all based on the webcam, but you're able to swing your hand to skip forwards on tracks, clench fist, raise it up and down to adjust volume. You'll also be able to mute it by bringing your finger to your face, although you'll have to do this a few times for it to work properly. You'll also be able to use these gesture controls with things like PowerPoint, so you'll be able to wave your arm to skip forwards on slides and things like that. Anyway, this has been a very quick look at the new ThinkPad X1 Carbon. This has been Matt at Engadget.